What is going on, my people, my people, my people? What is going on? Right now, it is December 31st, about to be a new year. What time is it? It is approximately 7:47. So we approximately got like what? Like 4 hours to the new year. So happy New Year's to you guys. We're going to do 2025 off with a bang. As of today, we are going to do my personal pickups I did, top 10 pickups of the year with some honorable mentions. But first, I'm going to shout out to my sister and my brother, Nina Parker, Devontae Parker, my two brothers, my two family members. My sister, if your sister never got you an essential anything, then you might want to sit and have a conversation with her. Because my sister got me a Fear of God hoodie that I didn't expect. Shouts out to her. Love you, big sis. And she got tired of hearing my disturbing content. So she bought me a microphone. So salutes to her. Now to my little brother. I'm a diehard New York Knicks fan. So he got me the City Edition New York Knicks jersey, which is dope. Jalen Brunson, by the way, you already know. Shout out to little bro. You know what I'm saying? Love you, little bro. Cause I usually have sneakers in the background, but I think this is a little bit more better than a pair of sneakers. When you have family that loves you, rock with them till the wheels fall off. Now, on to my review. I'm going to start off with some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is not a shoe. Technically, it's not a sneaker. It is a shoe, but it's not a sneaker. Friday the 13th Crocs. Now, I'm not a Croc fan. My daughter loves them. Son loves them. They love them. But this one I had to pick up because in the 90s, I was a diehard Friday the 13th. Me and my brother, Omar, Ford, all of us was diehard Friday the 13th. So I had to get this particular Croc. I had to get it. Then with the little what they call giblets that you put on your Crocs. I don't know whatever. But they have these dope. He got his signature machete, Jason Voorhees, tombstone, and the Camp Crystal Lake logo, which is pretty dope. That's on the one, and the other one has the little meat cleaver here, the Jason hockey mask, and of course the Jason thing, which is a dope concept for Crocs. Crocs are stepping their game up. Salute to Crocs. I am making a mess here, but bear with me. Okay, another one of my honorable mentions. It's KD Nerf 35. Now, the reason why I got this in the honorable mention, I didn't put this in my top 10 because this shoe came out, I think it was 2006, 2007. I can't remember the date. I could be wrong. But this was a friends and family shoe. There was only so many pairs that went around. I don't even think it was maybe 100. But this year Nike re-released it, and I never actually saw the shoe in person until they re-released it. And once they re-released it, I don't care if it was retail or not. I copped it day one. Pretty dope shoe. So this is an honorable mention. It's a dope pickup I picked up in 2024. Another dope honorable mention is Kobe Girl Dad. Now, anybody knows this colorway, is because from what I'm understanding, emerald was Gigi's favorite color. And, Kobe, he honored He honored his daughter. So they label this the girl dad, which has the girl dad in the tongue. Pretty dope concept, but rest in peace to the second best player I've ever seen in my life, in my opinion. Another honorable mention. I did a close, just a little sample, quick, like just a quick pick of this sneaker, but it's an Armanier collab, and it's the Armanier 4 Or. Now, like I said in my previous video, when it comes to collabs, ain't nobody touch Armanier. Armanier is, to me, it's killing the game with their collabs with Jordan Brand. And this 4 right here, man, it is from the detailing and the material, you cannot go wrong with this sneaker. So this is a pretty good honorable mention. And I got to me, if you know me, if I got a collab as an honorable mention, my top 10 means something. All right. Another honorable mention. The Nike Air Foamposite Eggplant. I think this shoe released back in, I'm thinking 2020, maybe 2019. I can't remember. But when it came out, me being a foam fan, I never owned it. I never purchased this sneaker. But when Nike decided to bring this sneaker out, hey, I had to jump on it. So, and next year, well, actually this year, I think it was the return of foams. Foam was making a big comeback this past year, and they're doing it big this year. So, to me, this one, real good pickup. And I'm about to rant about something real quick because I watched a lot of sneaker YouTube videos, and a lot of them say they in it for the culture and they in it for, because they love sneakers. But not one video I've seen, top 10 or honorable mention, has the Jordan Awake Airship in it. Now, if anybody who knows anything about the Jordan Airship and why sneakerheads didn't even have this in their top 10 or their honorable mentions, to me, they're not sneakerheads. Because this was the shoe that started the Air Jordan 1 High OG. This shoe was banned because this actually was the shoe that was banned that Jordan wore, and they banned it. They scrapped it, and they said, because it wasn't the team colors. So they banned it. So it wasn't the actual OG band that I had in my previous video. It was actually the Airship. The Airship turned into the Jordan 1. Needless to say, I'm surprised that it wasn't in nobody's videos. But hey, here we are. But most of these videos that some of these sneaker YouTubes are, they just, I don't know. But we'll get into that. We will definitely get into that later on in this video. So shout out to Awake NY for bringing these out. Real dope. Love it. All right. So with that being said, let's get into my top 10. We're going to start off with number 10. Number 10, I just showed the eggplants. I'm going to show the Royal, the International Royals. Now, the reason why this made my top 10 is because this paved the way for foams. This sneaker here, worn by Penny Hardaway, this was pretty much, to me, in my opinion, the very first Foamposite. And I never owned it when I was in school. Hell, who the hell did? And when they re-released, I think back in 04, I can't remember when they released, but I never owned them then. But when the Nike brand decided to re-release this sneaker, There was no question. I had to cop it, and once I copped it, I already know this was gonna be in my top 10 sneaker of the year. So yes, the Foamposite International Blue is in my top 10. This is the number 10 sneaker of the year for me. All right, coming in at number 9, the Nina Chanel. Now this is a collab by Nina Chanel. Nina Chanel, she didn't do much. She don't do much Jordan collab, but when she does a collab with Jordan, it hits. It really hits. And I love this sneaker. I really love this sneaker. Love the material. Love this material. Love this material. And then the signature real rope laces was a cool touch to add onto it. Dope, 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 dope. Love this sneaker. So this is my number 9 shoe of the year that I picked up for me. All right. Coming in at number 7. I think it's number 7. 10, 9, 8. No, excuse me. Sorry, 8. Saw the video. You see when I had it. Now, Jordan Brand released 2 Jordan 17s. I do have both pairs. The UNC and the Lightning. One of them is in this box. Can y'all guess which one's in the box? I'll give y'all a minute to think. Okay, time's up. So, we're going to open it in this beauty. You seen my opening unboxing of it? The UNC. Don't get me wrong, the Lightnings are dope. But it's just something about this UNC colorway. This was a quick strike. This shoe was very hard to obtain. Very hard to obtain. And I honestly, made some deals with some people and caught both of them. So, but I only could pick one to be in this review because my other sneakers are pretty much better. So, the UNC, this one is actually in my top 10, and I'm proud of it. Good shoe, by the way. Keep it in a briefcase. Number seven. Now, number 7. Again, Armanier. Great collab. They do great collabs. And this one, I did an unboxing on this one too. And with this one, it is the Armanier 3. This was part of the While You Were Sleeping series. This one and the 4s. And this shoe here, man. I would have had this in my top 5. But when I go down into my top 5, you'll understand why this didn't make it. Now, if this would have came out last year, I think to me this would have been sneaker of the year. But this year was packed with so much nostalgia and homage that there's no way I can put it nowhere in my top 5. But this is a dope shoe. Clean shoe. Love this sneaker. The quilt inside, like I said, Armanier. You can't miss with Armanier. Can't miss. So if you never had a pair of Armaniers and you never had a pair on your foot, do yourself a favor. Do your foot a favor. Get you a pair of Armaniers whenever they drop. Don't sleep on them. They're real good. All right, coming in at number 6. This shoe was in a lot of people's top 5, excuse me. I think this shoe right here was somebody's sneaker of the year. A lot of YouTubers sneaker of the year, but it didn't make mine. Nope. And it's the Jordan 4 Reimagined. And I'm gonna tell you why it didn't make my top 5. Because like I said earlier, there are classics and there's other colorways to me that hits more. But to me, when you take a reimagined shoe like the great reimagined 4 breads and you just flip now this is to me this is the second best of the reimagined series because the Lost and Found ones still to me is the best one. But this sneaker here, they switched out the suede and they give you this leather finish. This is a good, I am not going to hold you. This is a dope sneaker. Dope sneaker. But one thing I don't like about 4s, man, they tend to hurt your feet. Now, I heard some people that actually wore this sneaker, they said that it was actually built for comfort. Now, I don't know. Let me know in the comments that what you think about these 4s because I ain't going to hold you. 4s do hurt my feet. I have to go a size up, you know, for Jordan 4. So, word of advice, if you wear, hold on. With that being said, Jordan Brand next year, like they said this year, these was OG specs. And I think that's why they went back to OG specs because the shoe was hurting people on the side. So that's why they went back to OG specs. But shout out to Jordan Brand for going back to OG specs. And yeah, Jordan 4 Reimagined, man. If you had them, this was a GR. I think this was a GR. I don't think it was a super GR. And I usually don't have GRs in my top 10. But man, I think I got another GR that's in my top 10, but 2 more. But we'll see. Moving right along. Now, this one is in my top 5 because of the nostalgia and what this shoe means to me personally as a kid. What this shoe is, I can talk all day about this shoe. It's the Wu-Tang Dunk. Now, where do I begin with this one? The Wu-Tang Dunk came out, I think they founded with it back in 1999. That's when they founded. That's when they made the design of the shoe. And when the shoe first released, it was only 36 pairs. That's all they made was 36 pairs. And so what Nike brand decided to do was we released this sneaker. Now, me growing up, big Wu-Tang fan, diehard Wu-Tang fan, me, my brother, my cousin Aunt Smith, my sister Nina, and Omar Ford, shout out to you too, man, because you pretty much, where we couldn't afford some of the Wu-Tang albums, like the sub albums, we had Omar. Omar always was the one that brought him to our house and listened to him. And then sometimes he forget them. I think he did it on purpose for us to have him. And, shout out to Omar. But this shoe right here, man, this shoe right here is I wanted to make this sneaker of the year. I wanted to make this sneaker of the year, but I just couldn't. But in my top 5, that's big because there was a lot of dope releases that came out this year, and this made it. This made it. Wu-Tang Dunk. So any fan of Wu-Tang, this is just a good sneaker for the premium quality leather. You should at least have a pair. Coming in at number 4. This right here was a lot of people's sneaker of the year. And like I said last year, this one would have made a run for the money, but this is not just a cult classic. This is an OG colorway. One of the best OG colorways that Jordan ever came out with. I will put this, and I don't care if they come out with this shoe every year. This will make my top 5. This will make my top 5. And it's the Jordan 3 Black Cement. It will make my top 5 every year. I don't care if they come out with it every 2 years, every 3 years, hell, every 6 months. This shoe will always be in my top 5. So yes, this was a super GR. This was a super GR. They still have pairs floating around. So I'm pretty sure nobody had a problem obtaining this shoe because I look online. Matter of fact, I looked online earlier. I got a notification They restocking. You can actually now get this shoe on sale. If you get this shoe on sale, shout out to you because you can get a classic on sale. More power to you. But I wasn't gonna wait. I needed it. So a classic, man. All right, y'all. Number three is had a notification telling me about the Kobe 5 Year of the Snake Mamba. So I might get a review on that soon. This shoe right here is somebody else. I've seen a lot of YouTubers had this sneaker of the year, but I couldn't do it. It's an OG colorway, a lot of nostalgia, but I couldn't put this as my sneaker of the year. I just couldn't. I've been fighting it. I've been fighting the whole month of December, and I couldn't make this sneaker of the year. It was the Jordan 4 Military Blue. Now, this is a beautiful sneaker. It's a real beautiful sneaker, as you can tell. People who love the blue, Nike Air. It's something about Nike Air that makes every Jordan 4 pop. Is it me or you can just label in the comment what Nike Air symbol or what silhouette looks better? The Jordan 3, the Jordan 4, Jordan 5, But to me, it just looked better on the Jordan. It just, because of this pull tab, to me, it just looked better on the Jordan 4. But yes, this was my number 3 shoe of the year. Jordan 4. And they changed the name from it was Military Blues, but then they said that they lost some type of rights to that name, so they called it the Industrial Blue. But we sneakerheads, we still gonna call these the Military 4s. Never changing that. So we down to my last 2 shoes of the year. I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. The Jordan. Okay. Before I say, a lot of YouTubers have. You know what? I'm going to just show you. Of course, I just did a review on it. The Travis Scott Mochas. This, man, I'm not a fan of lows. I am not a fan of lows, but this shoe here, man, it just hit different, man. It's just real nice sneaker. Now they had the reverse olives, and I don't have them. I personally don't have them. But if I had them, I would put these in front of them. In my personal opinion, I just think these look better. Now the regular olives look better, but the reverse olives, not so much. Still a good shoe, but will not make my top 10. Well, it wouldn't have made my top 10 though. But what I was about to say was, YouTubers, sneaker YouTube, they put this shoe as sneaker of the year. They put the Jumpman Jacks as their shoe of the year. Now, I put on a pair of Jumpman Jacks. I'm for the consumer. I'm for the people. I'm not going to put a shoe sneaker of the year if I wear a size 10 and I have to wear a size 11 to make my foot comfortable. That's not a good sneaker. I'm sorry. Yes, it holds value because of the name. Yes, I get it, but that shoe is not comfortable. These are. His fragments are comfortable, but them Jumpman Jacks are like some of the worst fitting shoes I've ever put my foot in. And trust me, I put my foot in some bad sneakers. Them Jumpman Jacks, man, I don't see how long YouTubers. Yeah, I do. Clout chasing, trying to get on Travis's good side so they can get sneakers. But hey, if they like it, I love it. Not a fan of that sneaker, and it would never be in my top 10. Now, if they just the shape and it gets better, maybe. But I would never, and you hear me, would put a Jumpman Jack in my top 10 ever. Shoe just don't say, it's just so uncomfortable. And I'm not going to put a shoe in my top 10 if they don't fit well or just straight BS. Now, my number 1 sneaker of the year My number one sneaker. You know what? I'm glad I'm going live because I did forget a sneaker. That's an honor. Matter of fact, it's an honorable mention, but I'm gonna put it in my top. I'm gonna say top 11. Hold on for a second. See, most of my content is gonna be live, and I don't like doing all that editing because I want y'all to see the real me. If I mess up, hey, we all mess up in life. So that's why when you mess up in life, you straighten up and fly right and drive on. But anyway, nonetheless, this shoe, Action Bronson 1906. Now, New Balance is making a comeback. New Balances came out with some dope colorways. Dope colorways. And the baklava, one of the best. And the packaging, some of the best. Your little nice New Balance bag. And man, yes, this is not an honorable mention. This shoe right here is this matter of fact, this shoe right here is in my top 5. Just whatever shoe you stop, bump it down. This is in my top 5. Hell, I'm gonna put this in front of the Travis Scott. This is my number 2 sneaker of the year. This shoe, it's not a Jordan and it's not a Nike. The baklava tag. Now, what I was saying about the Jumpman Jacks, why the Jumpman Jacks would never be in my top 10, this is why this shoe would be in my top 5 every year. Because the 1906 shoe is so comfortable. I mean, it's like the sneaker guys knew what they was doing when they made New Balance 1906 or, the 1960s. Any New Balance now are, like, to me, the most comfortable shoe out there on the market. New Balances are the way to go. If you're looking for comfort, I used to say Air Max. I used to say Prestos. Asics. Okay, yeah. But comfort, nothing beats the New Balance. Nothing. Asics, nothing. New Balance, if you want comfortable, get your New Balance. The higher the model, the more comfortable it is. So Action Bronson is my number 2 sneaker of the year. It ain't the Travis Scott. It's the Action Bronson 1906. Dope sneaker. Real dope sneaker. Sorry for the delay, but y'all my people, y'all understand. I'm getting y'all reviews out so y'all can understand that, sneakers are subliminal, sneakers are opinionated. And some of my opinions are different from a lot of YouTubers. And my opinions might be different from you guys. But one thing I hope we agree on, New Balance is the most comfortable, is the best fitting shoe on the market. With that being said, we're going into my number 1. And it should go to no surprise because me and my friend, my homeboy Marcus, named Marcus too, Marcus Williams, shout out to you, big dog. We talked about this shoe in March when it came out. And we said this already sneaker of the year. We don't care whatever shoe come out as sneaker of the year. And most of the shoes that came after that, I doubled back. I'm like, I don't know, Mark, man. The Armaniers, I questioned it. But man, when I looked at this sneaker, I kept looking at this sneaker, kept looking. I said, to me, this is my sneaker of the year. And it goes without saying, the J Balvin 3 Rio. Man, let me pull this sneaker out. Because this is beauty at its best. Beauty. Beauty at its best. This is a beautiful sneaker. That black suede, black leather, just yeah, you got little hints of suede, not much, but it's a little small hint of leather or suede, excuse me. But this leather, man, on a black, it's hard to find what you want to say, plush black leather on sneakers. And J Balvin did his thing with this sneaker here. And I think these look better than the Medellins, in my opinion. This is my sneaker of the year. You got the J Balvin smiley face. You got the hint of, purple, hint of orange and yellow like the sunset. Mind you, the Phoenix Suns colors. But man, this is a beautiful sneaker. Oh man, this is a beautiful sneaker. I don't even want to take the tag off. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I don't think I probably would wear this sneaker. Because I don't want to mess the orange up. I could buy me some sole protectors for it, but 9 out of 10 times, man, if you see me wearing it, because I forced myself to. But shout out to J Balvin and that Rio 3s. And to me, this is my sneaker of the year. Now, this is my first video on sneakers reviews of the year. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but one thing about it, you're gonna get the best, you're gonna get good content, honest content. And my next content hopefully will be the Black Cat 3s. And the Black Cat 3s is going to me is the best sneaker that's coming out in January. I talked to some of my friends and they said that the shoe is mass produced. However, will they sell out? I think they will because it's a Black Cat 3. So to me, put in all your raffles. Don't sleep on them. Maybe you can walk in the store and get them, but don't pay resale for them. Just don't pay resale for them. No, because you're not gonna need the resale for that sneaker. Just put in your footwork, you'll find them. Now, if you want the Deion Sanders, hopefully I can get a review out to you guys soon on the Deions, which are gonna be a quick strike, and those will be very hard to obtain, super hard to obtain. But if they got raffles going on for them, and they do release sometime this month, I'm thinking January 15th. I'm not mistaken, but once I reach out to some people and they let me know, yes. But a lot of people already got their stores in pairs, like boutiques and a handful of mom and pop shops. So like your APBs, if you're in Columbia, check out your APBs or your Amamania stores or your Premiers and stuff like that. Go by, check them out. You might can just walk in there and get a pair. Who knows? But thank you guys. I hope you have a real good 2025. You guys be safe tonight. My YouTube channel will be posted. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be doing a sneaker giveaway on the first 50 subscribers. The first 50 subscriber name will go. Their name will go on the wheel. We will go live on YouTube. And whenever the 50 subscriber person hit, and it's confirmed that I have 50 subscribers, we're gonna do wheel of names. So let's just say, for instance, I get to 50 subscribers in February. God, I hope not, but hey, it is what it is. And we do the names right there on the live. I do it right there on live. We're gonna spin the wheel. Whoever hits, name wins. You can actually win. You get to pick the hottest sneaker that came out in January and for February. And it's yours free. Yours free. Now, if I reach 50 subscribers again, let's say 50 subscribers in April, and you hit, you got January, February, March, April. Just a bit of the beast, but I will be going live with some of my sneakerhead friends on YouTube so we can sit back and talk sneakers, kick it, cut it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Just the history of sneakers. I love sneakers just like y'all love sneakers. And, we're just going to rock out and have a good time. But thanks again. I appreciate everybody who DM me, ask me when I'm going to go live and when I'm going to do the sneaker review. And everybody that rocked with me who supported me moving forward, I got y'all back. So 2025, we're going to move different. We're going to move heavy and we're going to go strong. So happy New Year. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all in 2025. Peace.